Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. All right, what's the overall... That's weird. What's the overall energy? Thank you. All right, don't be shy. Fly on out, cards. What's with this? There's these cards coming out, but they're not fully coming out. There's a hesitancy that I'm tuning into. All right. Outcome and advice. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at these cards. The overall energy of the reading, we have the Lover's Reverse, Hierophant, Page of Wands, with the Knight of Wands in reverse coming out as a challenge. All right. Let's take a deeper look, deeper dive. Lovers reversed. Making a different choice, a breakup, a separation between you and someone else. This does not have to be love as I'm perceiving it so far. It feels like it's someone, could be someone in your environment. And there's some type of separation or making a different choice coming away from this. The Hierophant, there's some type of learning environment, teaching, higher education maybe. This could be a class. Or work. This could be a contract. Page of Wands is following your highest excitement. The Page of Wands doesn't have a lot of experience. Doesn't know if following their excitement leads to something, but just trust that it's fun for the fun of it to follow one's highest excitement. Knight of Wands in reverse coming out as a challenge to this energy. It feels like inconsistency. There's some type of inconsistent action or desire. Okay, let's clarify what the Lovers in reverse is. What does the viewer, whoever's here, what do they need to know about the Lovers reversed? Nine of Cups in reverse. No joy, no blessings, no happiness. This is also my card, Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone expecting you to center them in your experience. Someone who needs to be the center of your universe, of wherever they are. Ooh, my throat chakra. Could be some communication issues here. Tell me more about the Lovers reversed. What does the viewer need to know? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's not willing to put in the work. Someone doesn't have the finances. And they're not willing to put in the work. This is... Eight of Pentacles upright is just someone working, producing, making things work. There's a sameness to this energy, but they're at work, busy, focusing, developing a skill. So this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like someone who doesn't put the work in, someone who doesn't know how to focus and put that effort in. And so, all right, I'm getting the picture as to why this connection didn't work. Someone needs you to center them in your experience, be the center of your world. But they're not willing to put any work into it. There's some financial issues here, a lack of finances. Someone who's entitled and feels like they need to be the center of your universe, viewer, but they're not willing to do any of the work to be at the center, to be the sun in that constellation. So that's kind of what's getting to me. Someone who just feels entitled to be at the center of yours, everyone's world, but not willing to do anything to earn that position or create it. There's some type of disconnect, either that I'm not seeing, or I can see why this didn't work, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, the hierophant can be a contract, teacher, 6 of Pentacles. I'm getting some type of leadership, teaching. Here's the Dalai Lama in this hierophant with the Buddha behind him. And so there's some type of teaching, some type of tradition, teaching something. And with the 6 of Pentacles, again, I'm getting someone needing full focus. This person here is focusing on a town down below, investing everything. I'm getting a financial issue here that's come up now twice. There's something to do with finances here. And I'm getting that someone feels that they need all the attention, all the focus on them. Anything else around the 6 of Pentacles or the Hierophant? Judgment reversed. There's a lack of judgment here. Maybe criticizing this energy. It's a lot of criticism, a lot of negativity. Coming from, as I'm perceiving it, someone who expects to be the center of your universe without putting any work in, expecting you to focus all your time and attention on them, and then they criticize you because it doesn't work out, because it doesn't. There's something here around expectations and entitled. It feels like there's a lot of unconscious agreements, things not spoken, but that there are expectations for. All right. So why is the Page of Wands here? Challenged by the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Start at the beginning. Okay. It feels like someone got into your energy, had got you to let your guard down, maybe with just kind of page energy, communication, easygoing. It seems really easygoing, this communication, to let your guard down. But there's something about this energy. It seems like they're putting out this energy. It's just innocent, just page, just communication. But I get the feeling that this Knight of Wands in reverse is more of an accurate assessment of who this person is. Feels like they use this innocent communication to get into your energy, so you'll let your guard down. But once they're in, they've got this sense of entitlement that you need to center them without them doing any work. There's some financial hiccup here, like an expectation that you're going to center this person in your universe just after some innocent communication. This person has a lot of expectations that aren't communicated, and it creates this fog of confusion. It feels like you recognize this. There's something here. It feels like their energy coming in stalls everything out because this person doesn't do any of the work. And so their energy, this person doesn't feel like they have to do the work, they're expecting you to do all this work for them. I think you recognize this. There's a lot of confusion around this person coming in. I think because they are coming in this page-like energy, but they're really the Knight of Wands in reverse, inconsistent. Maybe they've got a bad temper. And this feels like it's been very confusing. But at the same time, it feels like this person showing up is helping you get out of a comfort zone, recognizing how you abandon yourself and put others before you. Feels like this is showing up so you can figure out to stop this pattern within you, so you don't attract this type of energy, so you know how to work with it, so you understand. They're banking on you abandoning yourself, demanding all of your attention, maybe finances, while judging you incredibly harshly. All right. Let's look at what's hidden. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then that Judgment in reverse. A lack of discernment, a lack of inner discernment. And then here's that Judgment in reverse again. Criticism, a lack of expansion. So not only this person, are they just stuck, kind of a lack of expansion. I get the feeling this person's used to or feels entitled, was raised with a belief that others should do the work for them. They want you to invest in them and give everything, but there's no benefit. It doesn't. I don't understand why this person has jumped to these assumptions and these conclusions. They lack inner discernment for sure. All right. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords in reverse. Lack of inner discernment. Lack of seeing. Oh. Four of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Pentacles. It's around finances, around stability. There's something here about letting go of old ways, letting go of you don't need this. You can cultivate this energy on your own. Cultivation. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of the deck, but it's because he's planting these seeds, these pentacles in these fields here. And so it takes some time to cultivate, to grow what you want. It feels like that's what you're doing. You're cultivating your pentacles. You've let go of an old way of doing things and you're slowly growing something. it feels like you're growing something and someone's coming in with a lot of judgment around something you're doing that they could never do themselves. So it's really easy to criticize from your armchair. Kind of that type of, that's what I'm getting from this energy. All right, Star card reverse, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands reversed, Six of Swords reversed. This person is feeling very hopeless. They're in lesson. They're stuck on their south node. Instead of going after and creating whatever their north node is, it feels like they're trying to avoid doing the work themselves and attach themselves to someone who is working towards cultivating, creating something new. Page of Cups. There's an emotional immaturity here as well. A lot of page energy here. This person keeps showing up as a page, but expecting to be centered like an emperor. But they haven't done any of the work. They're not helping with this. It's very bizarre. It's like someone showing up in your house and they're like, wow, this is really nice. Yeah, I think I'll set up in the bedroom over here. Yeah, what? Someone inviting themselves in to what you're creating, and it feels like if they don't get what they want, then they very upset. This person just lacks any personal inspiration, any desire. They don't know how to follow their excitement, and they don't know how to do what you're doing. Feels like this person's in their head. They can't move on. They can't move to calmer grounds around this. It feels like there's a lack of seeing things clearly with the Queen of Swords in reverse, a lack of inner discernment, a lack of seeing themselves. Feels like they're projecting out to everyone else like this entitled nature and everyone sucks type of energy. It feels very unworkable. Anything else that the viewer needs to know about this energy? Six of Wands in reverse. Coming out with the Magician. Okay, so if you don't agree to allow this person into your space how they want to show up and treat them how they want to be treated, then they will manifest a public humiliation for you. Jeez. Anything that the viewer needs to know about this? It feels like you're supported. Three of Cups. There are people that celebrate you, who understand you, who want to see you succeed. And so there's something about letting this be a lesson, detaching from this energy, focusing on the people who celebrate you, who want to see you succeed, and let this die away, move through. I would give it as little as attention as possible and focus on the people who are celebrating you, who want to see you succeed. It looks like you're building something really wonderful. So of course there's going to be lessons and people who feel entitled to what you've created or want to knock you down. So just don't let them. Or if they are able to knock you down in any way, I've got that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. That song, that attitude would really be helpful here. This person can't do what you're doing. And so if you don't let them be a part of that, then they want to destroy that. And it feels like it's an issue with this person. And clear any matches you have, anywhere you feel that you want to destroy others, anywhere you might be matching this energy. Just kind of letting that go. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Also with the Hierophant, Taurus energy in this feels like building, luxury, focusing, being stubborn in your bull-like nature, no matter what sign you are. We can all embody elements of each of the signs. And there's something here about stability, focus. Don't let this Yahoo pull your focus away from what you're creating. It looks like this is showing you where you might have some instabilities. So you can write it, so you can change things. I see on the other side of this an improved, yes, luck. Things really moving. You're taking control of your destiny. Flow state, luck, things written. 9 of Pentacles, abundance, training your focus. It feels like this is helping, believe it or not, clear some beliefs. Showing you who doesn't work and who does work. And it looks like it in the outcome and advice, it's working. It's helping you shift. Really take control of whatever this is that you're building so you can bring in a lot of stability, abundance, luxury. Yeah. All right, that's your reading. I hope that's helpful. Take care.